Hello, this is Bridget from Unbox Interactive. Today I'm going to do a gentle introduction to Google Analytics. I hope it encourages you to take a look at your own Google Analytics data or to set up an account if you don't already have one. If you are an Unbox Interactive client, Google Analytics was set up for you when your site launched, and I can help you log in if you have never accessed your account before. The data collected can be interesting to see and might help you make better decisions about your website and your business goals. So we'll start with how to log in. You're going to go to google.com/analytics and click on the Access Google Analytics button in the upper right corner. When you click that, you'll go to a login screen, and you want to log in with your Google account that is associated with your Google Analytics data. Once you're logged in, you'll get a list of accounts associated with your Google account. Most of you will have just one account associated. There are 3 levels for each account. That's because Google separates accounts by the top level is the account. Property is the next level. This is the individual website. So if you're a business, you could have more than one website on an account. And then a view, and you can have multiple views of the data on an account. So when you click here, the first 2 are just folders. You want to go into the one with the little globe. Next to it, if you have not done anything in Google Analytics before, the default is set up just to collect data in one view, and that's usually called something like all website data. So click on there, and you're taken right into the audience overview report. So today we're going to focus on 3 areas: audience, which are the characteristics of your users; acquisition, which is how people got to your website; and behavior, which is what people do on your website. There are 8 sections over here. Your main data is stored in these 3 sections. Starting with the audience overview report, you can see, first of all, up in the top, there's the date range that you're viewing your data for. So I'm going to change it to view just for the last month. So you can just pick dates in here. Just want to have the right date box, start or end selected. You can change that date through here. So I'm going to go from June 15th through today, July 15th, and hit apply. So we have data for just the last month. We see that users that visit the website, there's usually between 150 and a little over 200 a day. There are a little over 4,000 users over the past month. A user is tracked by a little cookie that Google puts on the visitor's computer each time they view your website. So of those users, there were 5,000 sessions, so a user could return during that month. So a little over 5,000, a little over 1,000 people returned to view the website, or maybe a little less because some people come back 2 or 3 times or more. They were viewed over 13,000 pages. On average, people view almost 3 pages a session. How long their session was. Bounce rate are people that view 1 page on your site and then leave. New user versus returning user. So most people are new, but almost 29% of people returned more than once during that time period. And down here we can see what language they used. And we can drill down by country, territory. So we see most people are from the United States that viewed the website. Every time there's a link in here, you can drill down. So we're going to drill down to the United States. We get a map of the US, and this tells us by color which states viewed the website the most. Drill down into Illinois, and we can hover over and see how many people view the website from each city in here. So some of these, you get a little hover over, and you get like a magnifying glass to view the cities in that area. And other cities that are out on their own, you can just hover over and get the data for the one city there. So then we can see, so behavior, new versus returning, frequency. So most people come to the site once, but there are people that return. Engagement, how long they spend on the website. And then another report that's kind of interesting is browser and OS. And here we see most people that view this particular website are on the browser Safari. You can see what operating system. Most people are on iOS. And we can drill down a little farther, go into mobile devices. And we see why, because most people that view this website are actually on an iPhone or an iPad. A huge percentage of the people that view this website. So it might be a little surprising to see. I'm sure you knew that Apple products are doing very well, but this shows they're doing pretty extremely well. And then we can also see how many devices are used to view the website. By clicking here, you can see a ton of different devices are used. I mean, some of these are only a couple users, one or two, but you see how important it is that your website work across multiple devices. And then we can get an overview on the mobile and see that 44%, about 45% are on desktop. And so mobile and tablet make up over 50% of the people viewing this website. And it's pretty common for a website that is more consumer based. So most people are at home when they view this website, a dog rescue website, a website that's more business driven will probably have more desktop users. So that wraps up the audience. Let's go into acquisition, so we can see how people get to your website. So people get to websites either one of four ways. Either they search in Google primarily. It might be in Bing or Yahoo. They can get there directly, so they know the website web address and type it in. It could be referred from another website, so there's a link on another website that links to yours, or through social media. So if we drill down into referrals, we can see all these websites. There's actually a lot for this one. Link to the Midwest Italian Greyhound website. And if we go into a popular one, you can see the page that it's on. We can do this little pop open here and find the link to the website. And so in the last month, 30 people actually clicked this link and got to our website, from this page. Let's see. So we can also go into social and see, 48 people got to the website in the last month through Facebook, WordPress, and different numbers. But these are the social networks that show up. And we can go into Pinterest, see which page was actually linked from Pinterest and how many people got there through that article. And then click in there, and we see all these people have links to the website that people used over the last month, and we can see the page. So this is someone's Pinterest page and the article that they linked to on the Midwest website. So we can also go into keywords. So there's paid, which we don't use Google AdWords on the Midwest Italian Greyhound website, or organic. So these are just people that used Google, and in their search results, their Midwest came up. So we see how many. So it happened about 4,000 times. The number one keyword that you will see in your results will be not provided. This is because if someone searches on Google for something and they're at HTTPS, the search term that they used does not show up in your results. So that's Google's been doing it for a while, and unfortunately it's becoming the main way that people search. Like if you just go to Google on your own computer, you'll probably get redirected right away to HTTPS. So it's a secure search. But you can kind of get an idea of what people are searching on, because there are a few that do show up in here. So now if we go into behavior, so these are what they did on your website. You can see your most popular pages listed in order over here. You can switch that to page title, so it's the title of the page and not the URL, which is a little more friendly. You can see pages they landed on, what pages they exited on, how fast your website is showing up for people. So we have an average page load time of 1.9 seconds on this website. You can see by different browsers how fast they come up and by country. So this website does not use site search. That would be if you used a Google search within your website. So none of my clients have that. Events have to be set up on your website. All of my clients would have tracking on outbound articles. So an outbound article is an outbound website that's linked to from yours. So you can see that 407 people clicked a link on the Midwest website going to the Indiana Italian Greyhound Rescue website. And then to wrap up, you can get an in-page analytics, which is a little tricky. To get working, you might have to disable the protection on the page. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that because it always asks you to do that. And make this bigger. And this shows you within your page, because there are probably multiple links to different pages on your website, but you can see where people are clicking. So this gives you a nice idea of, which top menu items are the most popular. If you have a drop down, you just hover over it and it shows, like 15% clicked on the available IGs in Wisconsin, 11% clicked on the available Italian Greyhounds in Illinois link. And then if we go into one of these pages, so you can click around on these links down here to go through your website, go to another page. So this one has sidebar menu, and it shows you how many people are clicking on these areas. So this is great if you're going to go through a redesign or wanted to see what's working, what's not. This gives you a nice visual of where people click and go on your website. So I hope this gentle introduction gets you interested in viewing your own Google Analytics data. If you have any questions or comments, you can comment on a blog post containing this video at my website, unboxinteractive.com, and click on blog. Thank you for watching, and may your website help your business grow.